Hey guys, so as you may know, the Model Y is officially the last car to get hardware 4 and the switch has finally happened and all cars moving forward will have the same hardware. Tesla China has announced on their Weibo account that this upgrade is going to allow the cars to see clearer, see further, and calculate much faster. There were also a lot of images alongside this post showing us the capabilities of hardware 4 and what its potential in the future will be. Now Tesla had originally rolled out hardware 4 in the Model S, Model X, and eventually the Model Y in the US. And from our experiences with hardware 4, the new upgraded cameras can see a lot clearer in the dark, and the new processor can handle a lot more data. You can easily tell if your car has hardware 4 by looking at the exterior camera. It is noticeably bigger than what it is on hardware 3. It has a larger field of view. And if you really look right in the dead center, you will see a red tint to it. And if you're still struggling to spot the differences, compare it to a new Model 3 in the showroom, you'll definitely see a hardware difference right then and there. So what does this all mean? It means that with all vehicles being on the same hardware now, Tesla can double down on the upgrades to software for this new hardware 4. In a recent earnings call, Elon mentioned that even though they've made great achievements with hardware 3, they definitely stretched it beyond its limits at the 6-year mark now. So with the introduction of hardware 4, not only did they improve the camera quality, but they put in a beefier computer. That means that it's able to process a lot more things that hardware 3 couldn't. Now, if you want to get into the nitty-gritties and the details of hardware 3 and hardware 4, I'll drop a link in the description below, but essentially hardware 3 was going into the second node to properly render all the differences and all the things that you're seeing on the display. This is definitely not a good thing, and this is where redundancy has to come in, and hardware 4 is all about that. One other interesting thing that Elon has specifically mentioned is that one day the visualization that you see on the screen is going to depict everything that your eye sees in the real world. Things we can expect are proper renders of trees, sidewalks, houses, and buildings. Pretty much everything that you see on Apple Maps if you live in a larger city, and of course it's going to be in real time rather than just static renderings. So yeah, there are a lot of potential with hardware 4 that we're just not realizing right now, but once that time comes, you guys are going to see so much more detail on the display. Alright, so with all the great news, there is one elephant in the room that we really need to discuss. With the introduction of the Cybertruck, we noticed that there is a front bumper camera that is missing on all other models. We had thought that by now, after the Cybertruck launch and the Model 3 Highland launch, that at least it's going to come first on the Model Y that is planned to come out in the next couple weeks. However, shockingly, it's still not the case, and Tesla may just be waiting for the Model Y Juniper before they include the front bumper camera and newer sensors to that car. So as of right now, we don't know exactly why Tesla is doing this, but what we do know is that they are maintaining 3 different types of hardware 4s. If you guys are curious about the differences between the hardware 4s and which one you may have, I'll drop a link in the description below and up top there. I went into a bunch of details regarding that, so don't miss it out. Now speaking of the recent Model Y upgrades and future-proofing designs, Elon Musk during the Q4 earnings of 2023 mentioned that they are already working on hardware 5. This is actually quite shocking because hardware 4 was just announced and was just put into newer vehicles, but the company is already working on the next generation chip. This chip here is really big and it's gonna come with a lot of different hardware upgrades, maybe even newer sensors, so we don't know exactly where we're at with what we're buying right now and what we're gonna get in the future. But with hardware 4 and hardware 5 on the horizon, we are expected to see a really big leap in full self-driving computers. Another key point to note here is during the year-end conference call, Elon did mention that this is the 3rd generation Tesla designed chip. This is in reference to hardware 3 being the first one, hardware 4 being the current one, and hardware 5 being the next one. So there obviously wasn't much details as to how it compares to hardware 4, but what we know from the past is that the chip is going to be a massive upgrade over what we have right now. Now, I also do have a video specific to hardware 5, so if you guys are interested in discussing about that, I will have a link in the description below and up top there. check it out because there is a lot to actually uncover about this call. So overall, wrapping this up, this is a really big upgrade. Knowing that all vehicles are now on hardware 4, Tesla can work on making the software better for this single hardware. In the following weeks and months, we're going to be seeing big upgrades in terms of software for Tesla Vision Park Assist 2.0, and we're hopefully going to be seeing much better auto wipers, and the full self-driving experience is going to be massively upgraded. Oh yeah, and on a side note, they've also brought over Quicksilver to the Chinese market, so fingers crossed this is going to come over to the North American market fairly soon. Anyways, I will keep you guys as posted on everything that comes up, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and also hit that notification bell. Follow me on Twitter or X at HeyJohnE. You guys can chat with me, DM me over there. And if you guys want to support the channel, I do have a Patreon page, which I will link in the description below. Over there, there's some perks, and there's a lot of interesting things that I share over there that I don't share on YouTube. This should be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.